All right, so I want to go ahead and talk about this video because, like, holy crap, man! I saw a bit of it on the Pegasus video, and I was thinking to myself, like, no way Hasan thinks this. There's no way that because he completely sounded ignorant to the entire situation, you know. So I wanted to go ahead and check out the video for myself. This is the entire video here, and it's only 9 minutes and 48 seconds, which means to me that this is probably taken from a live, and he ended up taking out what he needed to take out from the live and then put it into this video. So I want to go ahead and show you guys what I saw, because I could not believe what I was listening to. Like, literally, dude, I walked away from this video thinking, like, if I did not know the context behind the entire reason why Ethan is suing these 3 content creators, I probably would have thought that Ethan was a narcissist. He makes it all about himself, and that he's just trying to bully small content creators. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a listen to what I'm talking about, because holy crap, man, this video is just on a whole nother level of propaganda, dude. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And by the way, I just want to let you guys know that I'm only going to be showcasing certain segments that I want to talk about, that I thought were important. So if you guys want to watch the entire context, I highly encourage you guys to go and do that. I'm going to go ahead and link this video down below. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about certain segments of this video.
He's launched a lawsuit against Frogan, Denims, and Casey Tron. Now, a lot of people watched his content nuke. I don't know why he only sued those people. I mean, I watched his content nuke as well, but here's the, I don't know. This is so stupid. I don't know what to say about it, but here's the Dick Sardanox thing I saw from it.
That I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist? They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even.
Yeah, except I didn't do any of those things, which I feel like is a major failure of a trap. He begged me to watch it for months. He cried on camera that I just refused to watch it. And then I even told him I'd watch it alongside him if necessary. And then I ended up watching it months later to fundraise, and it's a 8-hour reaction for even half of the content nuke. So I guess that kind of failed. So now he's just going after people who he perceives as defenseless, smaller content creators that he can possibly litigate to try to secure a litigation victory after he got pushed in by a billionaire that he defamed, Brian Kavanaugh. So now he's just like desperate to get a win somewhere.
Okay, he's not, based off of what Ethan described, it doesn't sound like he's desperate for a win. Okay, if you would have watched the entire video, you would see that Ethan, the reason why he's suing these content creators, Casey Tron, Denims, and Frogan, is because they advocated for the idea of keeping the audience or viewers from watching the original video. That's the reason why he's suing these content creators. Okay, I don't think there was any moment where Hasan encouraged viewers to not and go support the original video. That's the reason why he's not suing Hasan. According to Ethan, Hasan watched it in fair use. Okay, so he's not going after Hasan. He's going after these content creators because, again, these content creators encourage the viewers not to go and support the original content. And because there was already a predicted behavior pattern that these 3 content creators were exhibiting, he noticed that, and so he set up this trap. Again, he explains it in the original video where he goes about why he's going to sue these 3 content creators. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, I'm going to go ahead and link that down below so you guys can get more context to it.
Absolutely did not make the nuke with this in mind. He's just acting now. He thinks he's in a way that a villain would act. Yeah, it's kind of sad either way. It's sad to try, and it's sad in so many different ways. The reason why it's sad in so many different ways is because, like, then, okay, the content nuke was actually bullshit. Like, you don't actually think I'm a terrorist. You just slandered your Muslim former podcast co-host a terrorist for what? This trap that you could launch against potentially him and all these other content creators who watch it. Like, that was your brilliant plan. Like, the terrorism stuff was actually nothing. Cool, man. Thanks.
Okay. No, I think that Ethan still believes that, dude. Okay, because again, I think, let me go ahead and just explain what Hasan is saying here. Okay, Hasan is saying that Ethan is slandering him, that he doesn't truly believe that Hasan is a terrorist or whatever or a propagandist or whatever Ethan calls him. Okay, no, he probably still thinks that you're a terrorist. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of evidence that he put in that video to showcase that this is what he believes. And not only does he believe it, but a tremendous amount of people online believe that you are a propagandist and supporting terrorists. Okay, there's no way to argue that, because there is videos of you what's the word? I don't want to say insinuate, dog whistling, whereas you perform a behavior, but without explicitly saying that you're supporting a particular movement. You're just enacting certain behavior or using coded language to communicate that. That's what you do online. Okay, and that's why they say that you support terrorism, that you're a propagandist, and all sorts of words that you just mentioned right now. That's the reason why they believe that, because they see you bringing in a Houthi rebel, which now apparently wasn't a Houthi rebel. But the fact that at the time you didn't know this and you brought him on anyways, that's a particular behavior that they associate with supporting terrorists. And in this next segment here, I want to go ahead and showcase to you guys what I'm talking about. So he ends up showcasing a clip from a podcast from a while ago on Ethan's podcast, where he talks about how anybody can use his IP. I want you guys to check this out.
Stuff. Here is what I was talking about, and I think when we had the podcast together, even back then.
Well, I want to say a little show note. Okay, here's to all the industrial entrepreneuring spirits out there. I am opening our IP to the world. This is a message with peace and love.
You can now make your own H3 podcast. That's right, everyone.
I guess you could.
What you mean?
That's not what I mean.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not what I mean. No.
Gotcha.
You can't make a fake H3 podcast. Although you probably could, actually, because I don't think anyone would mistake it.
I mean, if it's a parody, you can do whatever you want.
I don't think anyone would mistake it. So our IP is open. I got inspired by Hasan. He has the Hasan Industrial Complex. So I want the Ethan Industrial Complex. I think it's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
And it's actually crazy how many people are seemingly making a decent living.
Yeah, I mean, this is a desperate attempt to grab on to any sort of controversy and drama. I'm sure that me reacting to it is actually playing into exactly what he wanted to do. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is specifically so that you guys go and show support to Denims, Rogan, and Casey Tron, because obviously he has a ton of money, and he's going to use the ton of money that he has to bully other content creators who don't have a ton of money and try to win some kind of public opinion battle. That is partially the reason why he went after Frogan, Denims, and Casey Tron. These are people who get insane lines of attack, and most people don't choose to defend them. I don't think he actually wanted the smoke, which is precisely the reason why he didn't try to do this for me or any other content creators who reacted to his context puke, which, by the way, was his wishes. That was his desire. His desire from the start was for everyone and anyone to watch this, so that everyone could know about the dangers of me being a terrorist. He said it.
Okay, so do you guys listen to how Hasan, he's painting this? Oh, it's because he wants to go after them and bully them. Okay, whatever the case is. If that's what you think, then by all means, you can go ahead and think that. Okay, personally, to me, I think that the reason why Ethan's going after them is because, again, they didn't want to. They were encouraging the viewers not to go support the original work, and that's why he's going after them. And I'm also sure that the reason why he wants to go after them is because these folks, these three content creators, have constantly encouraged harassment against Ethan. So that's the reason why he's going after, and he's not showing any mercy. Although I don't know about Casey Tron, but when it comes to Denims, I know for a fact Denims has a tendency of saying a couple, I don't know if they're jokes or whatever, but she has a tendency of saying some really crazy stuff. I don't know about Frogan's either. So I know Denims is definitely in that position because of what she says. What I will say though is that you can see that Hasan really doesn't understand what the hell is going on, because this clip that he showcased, it almost makes it sound that he's allowing anybody to just react to his IP and that's what he wants. But if you actually take a look at what he said in that podcast, There's more context to it. They didn't provide the entire video. So this is the video here.
Show note.
It's the same one that Hasan reacted to, okay? And again, without the context, it almost makes it sound like Ethan is encouraging anybody to just take his IP or react to his IP. And they even cut it off at the end. Check this out.
For it, man. Monetize it. I will not claim. I will not remove. I will not do anything. I mean, to be fair, it's basically been my policy. I don't claim or remove anything really at all.
But now you're making it explicit.
Yeah.
And then that's where it ends. Okay? But if you take a look at what the rest of the context, because this person ended up, at least to me, deceptively editing it. If you take a look at the rest of the content,
go for it, man. Monetize it. I will not claim. I will not remove. I will not do anything. I mean, to be fair, it's basically been my policy. I don't claim or remove anything really at all.
But now you're making it explicit.
Yeah.
That's where it ended. See, both of these frames, almost the same frame. But this is what they cut out.
The only time I'll remove something is like if it's just a wholesale re-uploading of like an episode. And we used to have that big problem. We were on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
If you're re-uploading just full VODs, then that you cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're cutting highlights, yes. If you're just re-uploading a video, that's stupid, obviously.
So that's what he said. The complete rest of it. So this clip is incredibly deceptive, and I highly encourage you guys to be very careful when you guys see clips online. Now, this whole situation with Hasan, it's almost unbelievable to me that he's seeing this as some sort of conspiratorial design from Ethan, and this is all to get them back because he can't one-up them in the Israeli debate or whatever, the Israeli Palestine conflict debate. That to me is insane. That is absolutely insane to me that he's thinking this, because holy crap, man. I understand that Hasan is incredibly biased and that he sees Ethan as some potential enemy that's trying to like lay traps for them. But damn, I didn't know it was this bad. I really didn't. And to me, it's very unproductive because it sounds to me that Hasan doesn't know any of his motives, any of Ethan's motives, doesn't understand why he's doing a lot of this stuff, and just assumes that the reason why Ethan is doing this is just to get them back. That's pretty scary to me, because that to me doesn't sound like Hasan is putting any, like, it's not only putting any thought, but imagine if he's doing this with Ethan. I can only imagine that potentially he's doing this with other aspects and other topics in streams, on streams. So pretty insane to me that Hasan came to this conclusion. And then of course, if you watch the rest of the video, you could just see that Hasan is just mocking his Ethan's age, saying that this is a grown man still acting like he's in high school, whatever the case he's saying. It to me, it's just ludicrous that Hasan has come to this conclusion. I just kind of want to just go ahead and just show you guys that, because that to me was absolutely insane. Let me know what you guys think about that.